Hi everybody, here we are in Pittsburgh and I'm with Dr. Jim Withers, and this is truly an honor. Last year, thanks to the Because Foundation, I was introduced to Dr. Jim at the DC Central Kitchen with another hero, Robert Egger, and we just, oh my gosh, kindred spirits. We hit it off, and I'll post that video along with this video. But for a year now, I've told Dr. Jim that I've got to come to Pittsburgh and help him tell the story. And his story is street medicine. He's out on the streets helping people where most medical professionals probably don't go. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, we started almost 20 years ago. Mike Salos and I, he had a homeless experience, and the two of us paired up and began going into abandoned buildings, under bridges, along the riverbanks here, to directly look at the medical needs and listen to the stories of the folks on the street. And it has gone on now. It's largely volunteer driven, but we have an awesome core program here that does the case management and housing that has resulted.
Can you tell me why it's so important? I mean, healthcare to homeless people. How I'm a general public, work as a teacher, or lawyer, or whatever. Why should I care about healthcare for homeless?
Well, I work with domestic violence and a number of issues where people are really living in a different reality. And unless we can learn how to go to their reality, listen, honor who they are, we're lost. The divisions will get greater, and it doesn't help anyone. So I've always viewed the streets as an incredible classroom, and the homeless folks have been kind enough to be our teachers, for the last almost 20 years. And by listening to them and in solidarity then working together to try to access medical care, I think you get an insight and a way of working that I hope will inform our medical students, nursing students, and also the system in general.
I've worked some with a medical truck at the Los Angeles Stream Center where we went out on Skid Row, and it's so important because whether it be health issues or mental health issues or drugs and alcohol or just fear of the system or criminal records or all the above, or just not, I had a broken wrist and I sat in a waiting room in Los Angeles for 24 hours before anybody even talked to me, that homeless people don't go and get the help that they need, and many of them are dying on the streets. And when they do go get help, that costs us money, a taxpayer. Whether you like it or not, you're paying for the homeless people out on the streets. I think it's just so very important. Do you have any personal stories of some of the people or some of the medical needs that you help?
I have seen so much.
Well, you've been doing this 20 years. Yeah, that's amazing.
And we've seen people who've died out there, people who were burned and stabbed and all kinds of terrible things done to them as victims of violence, but also just the basic medical things that are going untreated that lead to cancer and strokes and things, and they don't know where to turn. Right. They don't actually believe anyone cares enough to work with them on that, so they've given up. So every instance is unique, but I can think about transporting folks with broken arms and all kinds of things like that. We have incredible volunteers, nurses, and also staff that truly have the spirit that you are my brother, you're my sister, we're in this together, and ultimately we're building community, which is I think is the real goal, in which everyone matters, everyone's included. And
we've talked about that. The solution to ending homelessness is not just housing, it's community, social interaction. Tangible social interaction is so important to getting people dignity and self-worth and medical care. So let's say I'm a nursing student or a medical student in my community, and I'm watching this and I want to get involved. Yeah. How do I start this in my community? How do I maybe come and learn, and how do how can I get more information?
Well, we just had our 7th International Street Medicine Symposium last week, and student involvement has always been key. The movement is spreading across the U.S. and around the world, but we love students. We have a waiting list of students here. But if you want to connect with streetmedicine.org, or operationsafetynet.net, those are two great ways. There's also a film from the Because Foundation called One Bridge to the Next, which followed us for 2 weeks, and I think it's a pretty good
Oh yeah, you're rocking it, man.
We're together.
Yeah, and so we're going to go out on the streets tonight, and I just want to thank all you guys, and please support Dr. Jim and support street medicine in your community. It really is. It's so important that we, like you said, join solidarity for our brothers and sisters on the street.